Good evening everyone, and welcome to another brand new community update video. Tonight we're finally ready to share some cool news and updates about our upcoming crowdfunding campaign, as well as tell you what's included in the upcoming 0.4.1 M patch. So first and foremost, the crowdfunding campaign. It took us a bit more time than we initially anticipated, but we're finally moving towards finalizing our crowdfunding campaign. And as you probably might have already guessed, our campaign is going to be hosted on Kickstarter. Before we went with Kickstarter though, we did briefly consider going with Patreon instead, but in the end, we decided that Patreon wasn't the right fit for us. This is mainly due to the nature of Patreon itself and our own goals for the game as well. Since we're not working on a live service game and we have a clear goal of releasing the last 2 nights, doing a limited time Kickstarter campaign with a certain funding goal seemed like the best approach for the game. So once we settled with Kickstarter, we began to work on the actual campaign itself. Everything from the main page to the reward items, logistics and marketing. Everything was going relatively smoothly until it was time to go through Kickstarter's verification process. So about 2 months ago we ran into a few issues. I don't want to waste time on too many specifics, but in short, it turned out that Kickstarter had changed some of its rules since 2019, and they even made some changes that happened days apart from our verification process. On top of that, during the setup of our campaign, we made some choices that couldn't be changed later, so we had no choice but to create a new blank project and move everything from the old campaign to the new one. Thank you, Kickstarter. Luckily, as of making this video, we've been able to work everything out, and at the moment, we're at the final stages of verifying our campaign. The campaign itself is like 99% finished, and that includes everything: the main page, reward items, trailers, graphics, videos, screenshots, marketing, etc. Unfortunately, it's not the right time to show any of it just yet, but from our side, we're very happy with how it all has turned out. What's even more exciting is that we've come up with something really cool, something that will help the campaign to... So if everything goes smoothly, without any further hiccups, we hope to launch the pre-launch page in a week or 2. And once that happens, there's gonna be a nice big announcement about it. So make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and are following us on Twitter at EmberDropGames, so you don't miss the latest news from us. And that about wraps up our update on Kickstarter. By the way, thank you to everyone who's already planning to support us on Kickstarter. You mean the world to us, and we're gonna do our best to make your support worthwhile. Because we had to delay the Kickstarter a bit, we ended up with some extra time, which we used to polish up the game. And all of that polishing has resulted with a brand new patch. Let's check it out and see what's included in the new 0.4.1 M patch. Let us start with the falling asleep phase. The biggest change you'll probably notice first is the info panel. We've updated almost every aspect of it while trying to preserve the original feel of it. The 3D model frame retains the same design, but now has a lot thinner bezels, which will take up less space on your screen. The info panel's UI also has been significantly improved, which now features a unified design that is inspired by the retro vacuum fluorescent displays. All this combined makes a nice update for the info panel. Another new, really cool detail is in the main character's response to different amounts of stress. Previously, we've used screen and audio distortions to convey how much stress the player is currently dealing with. Now, if the stress reaches 45% or more, the in-game character will start to pant. If the stress level goes above 70%, the panting will get a lot more intense. And once the stress goes down, the panting will smoothly transition and calm down. In addition to these cool new things, some smaller updates and fixes include updated tutorial text, fixed random camera shaking, and adjustments to the Fortnite's difficulty. On the Dream side, there are plenty of updates as well. One of the biggest additions in this patch is a new intro sequence for the first Dream level. Let's check it out.
Attention, there has been a power shortage in the research facility. Critical systems have been switched to run on backup power. Warning, backup power reserves are insufficient. Current estimate of sustaining the greenhouse with backup power, approximately 3 hours. Please resolve the power shortage as soon as possible to prevent the leakage of the TS-237 substance.
Okay, Kate. Just got into the lab. So, what now?
Pretty cool, huh? This will do a nice job of establishing the first Dream's location, atmosphere, and try to make it less abrupt when transitioning from the sleeping phase. Speaking about the first Dream, we've updated some of the textures with better specular highlights, so it will look more realistic and creepier as you roam around the main building. By the way, try to be more careful, as you might potentially trigger some new scares. The Nightmare minigames have also received some small updates. Color grading has been tweaked for all minigames, and we played around with the field of view to make the minigames a bit more dramatic and differentiate them from the normal Dream. In the second Dream, we've done some touch-ups for the entire island. Mainly, the moon has been slightly tweaked, and some of the trees and foliage has been moved around. The biggest work has been done on the beach area, which really needed some more attention and love. Now it's not as empty as it used to be, with old sun chairs and sun umbrellas filling out the sandy beach. For those who are running the game on lower settings, the notes and pages you pick up won't lose their resolution and detail anymore. This has been adjusted both in the third and second Dream. In the fourth Dream, we've changed up some of the lighting in the underground facility. The water room now has a lovely blue atmosphere, which nicely reflects the aquatic characteristics of the area. The library now has a more broken, dynamic lighting. Some lights will flicker, fade, or switch off completely, while another light turns on somewhere else. This gives the library more uniqueness and an even creepier atmosphere. A few smaller changes that cover all Dream levels include a refined flashlight, which is now slightly dimmer and more responsive when you move it around, more precise interactions with objects, and an adjusted default mouse sensitivity. More details and a complete list of all the changes can be found in the latest news post on Steam. And that about wraps up this community update. Thank you so much for watching till the very end. And once again, it's hard to express how much we're excited about our upcoming crowdfunding campaign and everything that surrounds it. We've put a lot of thought and effort into every aspect of it, and if we succeed, it's gonna help to push the game to a whole new level. So stay tuned for the announcement of our Kickstarter when it goes live, and we'll see you